from this part. Okay, either it can be problem solving or just explaining about the hazards. So what you mean by hazards? First we should know what we mean by hazards, what are the different types of hazards, so how it will occur, how to resolve this. So hazard means, so in the last class we saw so when we are going to change the input for the combinational circuit, because of delay it is going to change. After the delay it is the output will be changed, correct, right? So here also hazards means, so when the input to a combinational circuit changes, means when you are going to change the input for the given circuit, there will be unwanted switching transients at the output side. So when you are going to change the input to the circuits, there will be some unwanted switching transit. So changes will consider here it as a transit. So unwanted switching transients that may appear at the output of the circuit. So these unwanted switching transients are called as a hazards. So hope it's clear. So when we say when there is a input change to a combinational circuit, the unwanted switching transient may appear at the output side. These are called hazards. So this is the definition of the hazards. So why these hazards will occur? So there should be some reason, right, why it will occur. So when you have a circuit, for the circuit, do you have only one input switch or more than one input switch? In a circuits, you will be having only one switch or more than one switch. Yes, you need to reply fast. More than one, correct, right? Similarly, when we say combinational circuit, we will be having only one particular gate or more than one gates. When we say combinational circuit, the circuit is made up of particularly only one gate or more than one gate. More than one gate, correct, right? Okay, it's fine. So consider that you have more than one gate in the combinational circuit. Is it necessary for all the circuits to have same propagation delay? Consider that in a combinational circuit, you will be having more than one gate. You people only said yes, we can have more than one gate. Okay, fine. So is it necessary for all the gates to have same propagation delay, or can they have different? So no, it's not necessary to have same propagation delay. They can have different propagation delay. Correct, right? So now I am telling what is the reason behind occurrence of the hazards. So why the hazards will occur when the input changes to the combinational circuit in the sense. So we have more than one switch, correct, right? So at a time one switch can change, means one input can change or more than one input can change, correct, right? We have different input paths to the output have different propagation delay. So when we say combinational circuit, in that particular combinational circuit, we have more than input switches also. Even we have output gate with different propagation delay. So because of this reason, we are going to get the hazards. Are you clear? What do you mean by hazard? Why it will occur? Guys, are you clear with this? See, the main cause of hazard is the different propagation delays at different paths. Different paths means when you have different switches, when the input changes to the circuit, the path will be different for that particular output. Correct, right? So when you have different input with the output gates with different propagation delay, the hazards will occur. So what is the cause of the hazards, so it will cause the circuit to malpractice or malfunction. Are you clear with the definition of hazards? Something which is not necessary, it will occur in the output side, so that is nothing but the hazard. So what are the different types of hazards we have? We have three types of hazards. We have three types of hazards. So static one hazard, static zero hazard, dynamic hazards. So we have three types of hazards. So first one is static one hazard, static zero hazard, and dynamic hazard. So in the figure you can see, so the first one represents the static one hazard, the second figure represents the static zero hazard, the third figure represents the dynamic hazard. So what do you mean by static one hazard? See, now the single input will change, correct, right? So you have a circuit. In that circuit, one input switch is going to change either from 0 to 1, 1 to 0. That we'll see when we take the circuit. Generally I'm speaking, one input will change. Then for some combination of propagation delay, circuit output may momentarily goes to 0 when it should remain in constant 1, which means that so what do you mean by static one hazard means, now I have some circuit, in that circuit I have more than one input switches, correct, right? Currently I am going to change only one. Currently I am going to change only one input switch, either from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, anything, one thing, okay? So when it is changes for some combination of propagation delay, because when this input changes, of course the output will be changed after the propagation delay. So what happens here is, when this input changes for some combination of propagation delay, the output may momentarily goes to 0. The output may momentarily goes to 0 when it should remain at 1. When it should remain at 1. So this type of hazard is called as a static one hazard. Static one hazard means actually the output should remain in the binary 1, but because of some propagation delay, momentarily it goes to 0. From 1, instead of 1, momentarily it will go to 0, then it will come back to 1. So this type of hazard is called static 1 hazard. Guys, are you clear? Static 1 hazard, are you clear? Static 1 means the output should remain in oh, 1 itself. Because of some propagation delay in the circuit, momentarily it will goes from 1 to 0, then it will come back to 1. See in the diagram you can see. In the diagram you can see it should remain in 1 itself. It should remain in 1 itself. So when the input changes at the combination circuit, because of delay, what will happen at the output side means momentarily it will change from 1 to 0 and it will come back to 1. Actually it should remain in 1 itself. Because of delay, momentarily just it will move to 0. So this is nothing but static one hazard. Guys, reply. Are you clear with static one hazard? Next we have static zero hazard. Same way here also. Next we have static zero hazard. So what you mean by static zero hazard means, see momentarily because of the propagation delay, the output changes from 0 to 1. output changes from 0 to 1 when it should remain in a 0. When it should remain in a 0. So we say that the circuit has a static 0 hazard. So actually it should remain in 0 stage. It should remain in 0 stage because of some propagation delay in the circuit. Momentarily it will go to 0 to 1. Then it will return back to 0 itself. So then we will say that in that particular circuit we have static 0 hazard. So actually it should remain in 0 for momentarily it will go to 1. So this is nothing but a static 0 hazard. So what is the next type? Next type is the dynamic hazard. So what you mean by this dynamic hazard? So dynamic, see, in the static 1 hazard, static 0 hazard means only once it will go to 0, or static 0 means only once it will go to 1. So in the dynamic hazard means, in the dynamic hazard means, so when the output is supposed to change from 0 to 1. See, I'm speaking about output now. So this is the output, right? See, before the output changes from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, the output may change 3 or more times. See, instead of 0 to 1 directly, it is changed from 0 to 1, again 1 to 0, again 0 to 1. So the output may change more than 2 to 3 times before it is settling. So this we consider as a, this circuit we consider as a dynamic hazard. So whether it means 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, before it's settling to the final value, before it's settling to the final value, two or more times, there will be changes in the output, so that we will consider as a dynamic hazard. Guys, something went inside about types of the hazard. Static 1, static 0, dynamic. Static 1 means actually it should remain at 1. Because of propagation delay, momentarily it goes to 0. So that is the name of the static 1. Static 0 is nothing but it should remain in 0, but momentarily it goes to 1. That we will consider as a static 0 hazard. Dynamic hazard means when the output should change from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. Because of propagation delay, the output changes 2 to 3 times, 2 or more number of times before it settling to the final value. So then we will say that the particular circuit has a dynamic hazard. Hope you guys are clear with this. Then we'll continue. So next we have the static one hazard. So what do you mean by static one hazard? In a combinational circuit, if output goes momentarily 0, see, output goes momentarily 0 when it should remain at 1, then hazard is known as a static one hazard. Hope it's clear. In a combinational circuit, if the output momentarily goes to 0 when it should remain at 1, then the hazard is known as a static 1 hazard. Okay. Next we have a circuit here. We have a circuit. So they will give the circuit, or if they are, sometimes they will give the circuit and they will ask you to find out whether is there any hazard here, how to resolve it. Otherwise, if they ask only theory, you should remember the circuit and you need to write it. Okay. So what is there here? See, we have a circuit. So in that circuit, we are going to explain about the static one hazard. So in that circuit, in this circuit, I have three inputs A, B, C. So this combinational circuit is made up of two AND gates, one inverter, and one OR gate. Okay, one inverter is nothing but not gate, two AND gates, one OR gate, three three inputs are there, A, B, C, A, B, C. Initially, A equal to C equal to 1. So initially means the value of A equal to C equal to 1. A equal to 1, C equal to 1. Equal to 1, C equal to 1. So then f equal to b plus b dash equal to 1 means this is the expression of the static one hazard you need to remember. Okay, wherever you will get b plus b bar, that is equal to 1. So f should remain constant 1. Correct, right? So where you will get b plus b bar, there you should get 1. So f always should remain in the constant 1. When b changes from 1 to 0, so here they are saying when b changes from 1 to 0, 1 to 0 means this will become 0, this is will become 1. Even that case also it should remain 1 itself. F should remain 1 itself. As guys, have you got the point? See, when you have this kind of expression, that is b plus b bar, the output should be always 1. Whether b can be 0 or whether b can be 1. So when it is b equal to 0, what will happen? B dash, it will become 1. So still the output is 1. Suppose if b equal to 1, what will happen for b bar? B bar will become 0. Still the output will be 1 itself. So when the b changes from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, always the function should remains in 1 itself. That one they are saying in that statement. That's it. First we'll see this, then we'll see it in the circuit. But as each gate has the propagation delay of 10 nanoseconds, E will go to 0 before D goes to 1, resulting in a momentary 0. So now just by applying the expression we saw, the function is always should be 1. But because of the 10 nanoseconds propagation delay, E will go to 0. So output E goes to 0 before D goes to 1. So resulting in a momentary 0, which means that actually F should be 1, but momentarily because of this delay, it is going to 0. So there is a glitch caused by one hazard, which means that there is a static one hazard there appearing at the output F. As soon as B changes to 0, both the inverter input and the output B bar are 0 until the propagation delay has elapsed. We'll see in the circuit. Guys, are you clear with the concept? So once I show the example, you will be clarified. Are you clear with the theory part? Just theory part. Now let's see this one. So initially A equal to 1, C equal to 1. What's the B value? B value is going to change from when B changes from 1 to 0. 1 to 0 means initially B value will be 1. Initially B value will be 1. So what you need to do for this circuit, you need to plot the schema. See, if you are fair enough, ma'am, we are not going to mug up the K-map. Just we will apply these value to the circuit and we will write the resultant value. It's fine. Ma'am, we don't want to waste our time. We are going to remember this. That is also fine. That is left to you. So if you are remembering, just write 0010111110. Suppose, ma'am, we don't want to remember. We want to apply the value and we have to get the value back to K-map. Then apply this value. So A equal to 0, B equal to 0, C equal to 0. So what will happen? If any one of the input 0 for the AND gate, so this D will be 0, E will be 0, F will be 0. So here it is 0. A equal to 1, B, C are 0. A equal to 1, B, C 0 is nothing but what happens? C. B equal to 0, here because of inverter it will become 1. Correct, right? So this is 0, so E will be 0. D will be 1. So F will be 1. Because any one of the input is 1 high for the OR gate, output will be high. Next, A equal to 0, B equal to 0, C equal to 1. A equal to 0, B equal to 0, C equal to 1. So this is 0 means this will become 1. So 1 and 1, 1. So this is 0, 1 means 0. So A equal to 0, B equal to 0, C equal to 1. So here 0, okay, correct. 0, 1 means this is 0, correct, right? So here 1, 0 means this is also 0. When both the inputs are 0, OR gate is 0. So this is where you can apply the value and you can write the K map, means you can fill the cells of the K map. Otherwise, if you want, you can remember this. Is you are clear? And we don't want to remember, just we are going to apply, that is also fine. I showed for 3 cells. Or you want me to show for remaining cells also? Just now I showed for 3 cells how to fill the value. Hope you can do it for remaining values also. Otherwise, ma'am, we don't want to waste our time. Just we remember and write. That is also fine. Guys, are you fine with this, or you want me to explain for the remaining cells also? Still, are you guys in a holiday mode? Not getting any replies. Are you guys slept? Okay. So now what you can do, just after filling all the cells, so what is the next step of the K map? Next step of the K map, next step is grouping, correct, right? So now I got this. So what I can do, is it possible to get octa? No. What about quad? No. Quad also not possible now. Then what groupings are occurred? Next groupings are pairs. So vertically I got one pair, here also I got one pair. So write down the function for the pairs. So what is the minimized expression? So your C will get cancelled. Then I got A B bar. A B bar. So here I have written A B bar. Next here these two terms will get cancelled. Next I got BC. I got BC. So this is the minimized expression. This is the minimized expression. Now we'll see whether hazards are there or not in this. Okay, now what they said, so they told A and C are one, A and C are one, just we are going to change with the B. See in the theory statement, A equal to C equal to 1, B is going to changes from 1 to 0. B is going to change from 1 to 0. Now B changes from 1 to 0. When B changes from 1 to 0, what will happen? We'll see. Okay. So AC, they are not taken in the timing diagram because they are constant. Their values are always 1. So now when B changes, D also changes, E also changes. So here I have propagation delay. Here I have propagation delay. Because of propagation delay, after the delay, it will become 1. So initially it was 1. Now B changed from 1 to 0. So after the propagation delay, this 0 becomes 1. This 0 becomes 1. See here, actually this 0 to 1 it's not showing. 0 to 1 they are not showing. Okay. So initially first 10 nanoseconds B is 0, B is 0, next A is 1. B 0 means this is 1. A is 1, B dash is 1 means D will be I. Correct, right? So directly they are given. It's okay. At 20 nanoseconds, you check. At 20 nanoseconds, B changed from 1 to 0. B changes from 1 to 0. So when at 20 nanoseconds when B changes, it will affect on gate 1 and gate 2. Okay, gate 1 means that is D, gate 2 is that is output of E. We'll see where it will change. So at 20 nanosecond, B is going to change from 1 to 0. It is changed from 1 to 0. It is changing from 1 to 0, correct, right? So that time what happens, it will affect on D and E, but it will not affect immediately because of inverter. After 10 minutes, after 10 minutes B will become 0. After 10 seconds, 10 nanoseconds, B will become 0. B will become 0 after 10 nanoseconds, correct, right? Now you see, this is 0, 1 to 0. B is 0 means this is 1. B changes from, guys, okay, 1 second, I will repaste it. See, initially A equal to 1, C equal to 1, B is initially 1. First to 20 nanoseconds, B is 1, now B is 0. Now B changes from 1 to 0. When it is changes from 1 to 0 at 20 nanoseconds, at 20 nanoseconds, so this inverter also takes 10 nanoseconds to change it to 1. Hope you remember, after the propagation delay only it will get changed. After 10 nanoseconds only it will get changed. Okay, so now what about D? Both are 1, so D will be 1. When D will changes to 1, see, here it will changes from 1 to 0. So 0, 0 and 1, still D is 0, still D is 0, means after 10 nanoseconds it should change, right? But still it's not changed because even inverter will take 10 nanoseconds. After 10 nanoseconds it will become 1. It will become 1 means at 30, at 30 B dash will become 1. At 30 nanoseconds B dash will become 1. Now 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 input of this is changed. Now it is 1 1. So at 30 it is got 1 1, right? But immediately at 30 it's not going to change. After the propagation delay, D becomes 1. After the propagation delay, D becomes 1. After this delay, D becomes 1. Hope guys you are clear with this. Why when it is changes, why it is not changed immediately at 30, why it is changed at 40? Because 10 nanoseconds is here, 10 nanoseconds is here. So after 20 nanoseconds, the D will change. Guys, are you clear with this? So inverter delay they have not shown, don't get confused. Inverter also will take 10 nanoseconds to get change, then D will be changed after 10 nanoseconds. Guys, are you clear? Hardly one or two will reply. Okay, even E will change. So E will change immediately. Immediately means E is not going to check take the 20 nanoseconds, because immediately it will change after 10 nanoseconds only. E will get changed. So what is the value of B? B value will change at 20. B value is changed at 30 nanoseconds. Sorry, 20 nanoseconds. At 30 itself E will change. So what was the initial value of B? This is 0. This is changes from 1 to 0. So 0 and 1 is 0. Previously it was 1. It was 1. At 20, B changes from 1 to 0. So 0 1, E will be 0. So at 20, E is not going to change. After this propagation delay, E changes to 0. E changes to 0. Now we'll see what happened to F. We'll see what happened to F. So what are the input for F? D and E. D and E. Check D and D. So here D is 0, D is 0, E is 1. So F is 1 because of OR gate. Again here 0 1, still it's in 1, still it's in 1. So now at 30, at 30, E changes from 1 to 0. E changes from 1 to 0. So what happens now? What happens now? See, D is 0. E changes from 1 to 0. So what will happen? So after 10 nanoseconds, F will change. So D also change 0, E also 0. When both the inputs are 0, F is 0 because of the OR gate. Correct, right? Immediately it's not going to change. After this delay, F is become 0. F becomes 0. But what it should be? Actually it should be 1, because here it is changed. D is changed here. D is changed again here at 40 nanoseconds from 0 to 1. Again after this seconds it will change to 1. It will change to 1. So when B changes from 1 to 0, so the output momentarily goes to 0 when it should remain 1. When it should remain 1, momentarily it is going to 0. That is nothing but your static 1 hazard. Guys, are you clear? Now if you are clear how the static hazard occur, then we'll see how to remove it. Just when you see the timing diagram, you will come to know. Momentarily it is going to 0. Actually it should remain 1 only. It should remain 1 only. See here also 1, here 0. Actually here I should get 1, but instead I am getting 0 because of this delay. So that is when it should remain at 1. Momentarily it is going to 0. This is nothing but a starting 1 hazard. Now how to remove this? How to remove this? Detection and removal of static 1 hazard. How to remove it? Consider the following K-map for the above circuit, which is minimally represented by F equal to AB bar plus BC. So same expression we got here also. Okay. So that is the minimum expression of the K-map. The corresponding circuit is shown in the figure B. Let's we'll see it. Consider the following circuit. Input A equal to 1, C equal to 1. Then B makes a transition from 1 to 0. The output shows a glitch. So whatever the thing I explained here, So that is explained here. That's it. When b changes from 1 to 0, when b changes from 1 to 0, 1 to 0, there is a glitch. There's a glitch means hazard. So now we include one additional term. See here. So in this K map, can we group like this also one more term? We can have a pair like this, right? Means, so in easy way, what you can understand here is wherever the adjacent things are not grouped, because why I'm telling generally means it will applicable for SOP as well as POS. See, here there are adjacent terms. Here I have adjacent terms. Wherever the adjacent terms are not grouped, there will be hazards. Wherever the adjacent terms are not grouped, whether it in SOP or POS, there is a occurrence of hazard. So how to remove the hazard? See here. So we include one additional term. One additional term is if I make one additional group or one additional pair here. So what is the extra thing I will be getting here? So here B term will get cancelled. C. So for this extra pair, I got minimum expression. Including these two, I got AC. So that one they have showed you. See, when you add the additional term AC for the above grouping, the output will become Y equal to AB bar plus BC plus AC. So the corresponding circuit diagram is here. The corresponding circuit diagram is here. So the circuit through requires more hardware than the minimal expression. So this is hazard free. So you can see here. See in this hazard occurrence diagram circuit, how many gates we have? One inverter, two AND gates, and one OR gate. So here I included one more term. So because of this AC, I got one more AND gate. So wherever hazard free circuits are there we are going to require more hardware than the minimal representation. So this point you need to remember. So wherever the hazard free circuits are there we require the more hardware than the minimal representation. So the additional term AC ensures that F equal to 1 when A and C equal to 1 through the third input of final OR gate. See here. Because of this, see, when whether A changes, A equal to C is constant, they already told. A equal to 1, C equal to 1. So whether B changes 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, both A and C always it is 1. When both the input of the third AND gate is 1, always the output of the third AND gate is 1. So when this is always 1, whether the first two inputs are high or low, the output of F is always 1. So there is no occurrence of the glitch there. Guys are clear how to identify and how to recover. Yeah, we should not group. Actually, if you are not grouped like that, there will be hazard. So to remove the hazard, we are going to make a group of that. So that's what I told Lavanya. Wherever the adjacent terms are not grouped, even static one hazards also same. So wherever the adjacent terms are there, where it is not grouped, there will be a hazard. If you want to remove the hazard, you have to make a group of those two. You have to make a group of those two. Why? I will show you this diagram. See, what is the initial value of A and C? A equal to 1, C equal to 1. A equal to 1, C equal to 1. Correct, right? B is going to change from 1 to 0. Correct, right? So when it is changes, I don't know what will be the value of this. What will be the value of the second gate? Second gate. Correct, right? But What about third gate? What is the input of the third gate? Always it will be 1 because A and C is not going to change, correct, right? When A, C is not going to change, the output of the third gate will be always 1. It will be always 1. I'm not bothered about the first two input of this OR gate. So in this three input, if one input is high, the F will be always 1. The F will be always 1. I am not bothered about this. Even B changes from 1 to 0. I am not going to miss, the circuit is not going to cause a glitch. Wherever the adjacent terms are not grouped, there is a possibility of occurrence of the hazard. So if you want to remove that hazard, you have to go for those groupings. Are you clear now? Even static 0 also same. B changes from 0 to 1. That we need to check, Ankita. So only particular thing they have asked, only we are going to concentrate on only that value. If you want to see that, we need to check that. You are asking to check B value, right? B 0 to 1. Sorry. B changes from 0 to 1. Yes, there also will get, but 0 to 1, when it will changes from 0 to 1, we are not going to get static 1, instead we will get static 0. Instead we will get the static 0 hazard. Reverse we will get, that's it. Reverse we will get. Guys, any doubts in static 1? So they will ask this problems they may ask, or theory they may ask. One problem also there, we will do it later. Any doubts in this? Static 1 hazard. What about others? Early 2 to 3 are replying today. You guys are still in holidays mood. Holidays got over yesterday itself. Next we have static 0 hazard. So what do you mean by static 0 hazard? I already told, if output goes momentarily 1 when it should remain 0, then the hazard is known as a static 0 hazard. Okay, this type of hazard occurrence where a into a bar. So there we have taken b plus b bar equal to 1. Here static 0. Here I have AND gate. There I had a OR gate. B plus b dash. Hope you remember. If equal to b plus b dash. Here b into b dash or a into a dash. Okay. So here input is going to change from 0 to 1. So someone asked, right, ma'am, if it is changes from 0 to 1, what will happen? When it is changes from 0 to 1, we will be getting a static 0. We won't get static 1 as well. So here I have one circuit, small circuit. We'll understand this small circuit, then we'll go to the big circuit. Okay. So here I have a circuit. In the circuit, I have one inverter and one AND gate. So an A into A dash, A into A dash, AND gate is into, right? A into A dash conditions should always generate 0 at the output. So static 0. So this A into A dash, whether you can take 0 or 1. So the reverse of this always generates the output 0. So that is nothing but a static 0. But the NOT gate output takes the finite amount of time to become 0. So what they are telling here is, see, for example, let me take A equal to 0. A equal to 0. A equal to 0 means what will happen to A bar? A bar will become 1. Correct, right? So what will be the output of this AND gate? 0 1 means it gives 0 only. it gives 0. Let me take one more case. What is the other possibility of having the a value? It's 1. So when a equal to 1, what will happen to a bar? It will become 0. 1 and 0, and it gives 0 only. So here I have, for example, you take that first value as 0, that time a bar was 1. Now a changes from 0 to 1. A changes from 0 to 1. So what is the value of a? A is 1. Okay. What will be the value of a bar? A bar will become 0. Become. Guys, 1 second.
Take it, Parayala.
Eh,
Myself, Janvi. I think Saturday actually, ma'am, I sent one brochure regarding webinar to attend. How many of them have registered for this? Am I audible?
Wait, that takes lot of time to reply.
Yes, Lavanya, Ankita. Can anyone reply? Okay, how many of you have received the certificate then? Janvi anta ಒಬ್ರಿದಾರಾ? Janvi Oza. Guys, I'm talking to you.
Hey guys, reply.
Hey, I'm
asking
standing
something.
here and waiting for you like anything. Okay, you received it. How many of them have received apart from Aditya now? Very good, Aditya. Very good. Fantastic. Who is the class here? Very good. Who is the class here?
Yusuf will become.
Can I request the class here to unmute and talk to me now, please? Yusuf. Okay, Yusuf Khan. There's a task for you. Actually, ma'am is asking the set of students who have received the certificate. So, can you guys send the certificate to Yusuf? Yusuf, ma'am, I'm not the seer. Okay, who is the seer, Yusuf? Who is the class here? Anaga. Okay, Anaga, have you received the certificate, Anaga? No, is it? No, ma'am, you didn't attend. Okay. Can you collect the set of certificates that is received by your classmates, make a zip folder and mail to me? I want it by afternoon. Guys, can you mail your certificates that you have received to Anaga? Anaga, can you text your mail ID here in the chat box? Please. HOD ma'am is asking the update. We need to record all these things. So whomsoever have received the certificate, they'll be having few benefits from the department end. Okay. Anaga, after you receive this, I need it by 1 o'clock. So mail this to this mail ID. I'm typing in the text box. Janvi ds@gmail.com. Okay. Kindly make a zip folder and mail to this mail ID. Is it okay, Anaga? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, that you can do it after the class. You can listen here. So now a changes from 0 to 1. Correct, right? When a changes from 0 to 1, the inverter will become 0. Correct, right? So when it will become 0, when a bar will become 0, can anyone reply? Hope you are got it. first I have written in the blue color. Okay, initially a was 0, so a will become 1, so output of the function will be 0. Fine. So next I change the value of a to 1. So what will be the value of a bar? That is 0. So output still become 0. Correct, right? Whatever the value of a, always this function should give 0. This is fine. Now the value of a is 1. So will a bar will become 0 immediately, or it takes some amount of time?
ಇವತ್ತಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಮೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. I think actually, hi guys, sorry for interrupting again. I think ma'am has sent a mail even for today's one more session. I think there's one more session even on today around 5 o'clock or 6. Hope everyone have received the mail. Yes or no? Okay, I request take 5 minutes now and register it now itself, because you won't be getting the link to attend if you delay it. It's on first come first serve basis. So is it clear? Thank you. Thanks, Asha.
ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಟಾರ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Okay. Lavanya said it takes time. Yes. What about others? Will inverter take time to get change? Please ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ರಪ್ಪ. Yes. So after that time it will changes to, after that time it will changes to which value? After the propagation delay it will changes to what value? 0. Okay, during that delay, what will be the value of a bar? It will be 1. Ankit said it will be 1. Correct, right? What will be the f now? What will be the f now? F will be 1. F will be 1. Actually what we should get as a f? As a f we should get 0. Because of that delay we got f as a 1. Means when it should remains at 0, when it should remains at 0, momentarily we are going to 1. Momentarily we are going to 1. That causes a glitch called as a static 0 hazard. Guys, are you clear with the theory? Lavanya, you answered for 0 for what I didn't get. Guys, are you clear with this? Any doubts? Guys, any doubts? Just have taken a small circuit and explain. Next we have big circuit. Hope it's clear how actually glitch occurs. Because inverter will take some amount of time. Inverter takes some amount of time to change from 1 to 0. Correct, right? Until that, what will be the value of a bar? A bar will be 1. So what is the value of a? A is 1, a bar is 1, so output will become 1. So there momentarily it is going to 1. Once it changes back to 0, 1 0, it will become again 0. That momentarily 1. That is called as a static 0 hazard. Guys, are you clear or still do you have any doubts? Then how to overcome with this? How to overcome with this? Okay, this just for your reference I explain. Actual this one is this. Here also we have K-map. So A, B, C. So when you so here when it comes to static 0 hazard, please keep it in the mind. it is POS. Keep it in the mind, that is POS. POS means that is OR followed by AND gate. Okay, so apply this value, you'll get these are the terms, you'll get these are the terms. So initially what you will be, initially for which you will be grouping, which color I should use, I'll use green. So for example, initially if you get like this, first you will be grouping these two and you will be grouping these two, correct, right? Vertically one pair, horizontally one pair. So what is the term you will be getting? Y. For the horizontal term, B will get cancelled, you are left out with C. C is 1, so it is C bar. C bar. Here vertically A is 0, so that is AC bar. Okay, AC bar. Sorry, A, C bar is 1, so it's C bar. Plus for this vertical one, A will get cancelled, B is C. So B is 0, C is 0, that is you will get B plus C. B plus C plus A plus A. Correct, right? So if this is the minimized expression for this gate, so what will happen here? See, these two adjacent zeros are not grouped, these two adjacent zeros are not grouped. So as I explained before, when the adjacent terms are not grouped, which means that there is a existence of hazards or there is a existence of glitch. So to overcome that, what we need to do, we need to group these also. We need to group adjacents also. If you have more than one adjacent, you have to group all the adjacents. So when you group this, you will be getting one more term. What is that one more term? So C term will get cancelled, you are left out with B. B value is 0, so write as it is, write as it is. So here again A is 0, write as it is. So E will be getting A plus B into B plus C into A plus C bar. I think this is A plus C bar. This is A plus C bar. Okay, so when you got the next version of the expression, so this is the minimized expression. So after removing the hazard, you will be getting one more term, you will be getting the one more term. So this expression, hazard free expression, requires the more hardware than the minimized, but here the hazard is removed, here the hazard is removed. Is that clear? Are you clear with the static zero hazard? So here you have one more for the static zero hazard. Static zero hazard, you have one more here. So these are the simple things. So in this example, AB value is not given. Okay. I think only C is changing. ABD they are not given here, means ABD value will be 1. ABD value will be 1. C will be changing from 0 to 1. C will be changing from 0 to 1. C instead of remaining is 0. Momentarily it is going to 1. Momentarily it is going to 1. Just apply the technique what I explained till now. Okay, momentarily it's going to 1. What is the value of z? So input is w, y, x. I need to check, I think here x is there, so I need to check x, y, w, correct, right? So this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, this is 0. If any one of the input is 0, the output should be 0 because of AND gate. But because of some delay, momentarily it is going to 1. Momentarily it's going to 1. So just apply the same technique what we explained. See, this is the K-map for this circuit. So how many adjacent we have? See, how many adjacent we have? See here, two quads we have, one pair we have. So one adjacent is here, another adjacent is here, two, one more adjacent is here, one more adjacent is here. So four adjacents are there. So you need to take all these four. Then only the static 0 hazard will be removed. Static 1 hazard will be removed. So this you can make it as a quad also. 1, 2, 3, 4. This you can make it as a quad. This way we are going to remove the static 0 hazard. Next we have the dynamic 0 hazard. So what is the meaning of dynamic 0 hazard? So two or more times, multiple transient before it settles to a final value. See, I need to change from 1 to 0. Before it's settling from 1 to 0, it may give 1 to 0, 0 to 1, again 1 to 0. Means before it settling to the final value, it is going to change 2 or more times. Okay, that is nothing but the dynamic hazard. So how to detect the hazard? How we are, same way here also we are going to remove the dynamic hazard. So what is the expression of the occurrence of the hazard? Here both the things are there, 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. So the expression will be a plus a bar into a, or y equal to a plus a bar into a. So this kind of expression, wherever these kind of expressions will be there, there will be occurrence of the dynamic hazard. So to show the dynamic hazard and to remove the dynamic hazard, there is no particular example they are given. So this is just our assumption. So just means this is a combination of both. So dynamic hazard is the combination of both static 0 hazard and static 1 hazard. So multiple times or multi-level of circuits it will be occurring. So this is the way how we are going to do it. So how we are going to detect hazard using the K-map? So whatever the thing we saw it, just they have written in the point wise, that's it. We can detect the hazard in two levels and or circuit using the following procedure. One is AND OR circuit, another is the OR AND circuit. So write the sum of product. So first one, static 1 hazard. Using the static 1 hazard, they are written the procedure here. First we will write the SOP expression, then plot each term on the map and loop it. Then just we are plotting the K map and we are going to make a group of that. If any two adjacent ones are not covered by the same loop and is one hazard, static 1 hazard exists for the transition between the two ones, means wherever the adjacent ones are not grouped, there is a possibility of occurrence of the static 1 hazard. One hazard can be eliminated by covering such uncovered adjacent ones in the common loop. So wherever the adjacent ones are not grouped, so make a pair of that or make a uncovered adjacent one in the common loop, then you can remove it. Similarly, zero hazard also can be eliminated by looping the additional prime implicant that cover the adjacent ones. So this is the procedure to remove the hazard, detect and remove the hazard. Guys, are you clear? Are you clear with the hazard? You can expect one question from this part, either theory or problem. Okay, guys, we have one problem on this. Just take down the problem. Consider the following logic function. Consider the following logic function. Consider the following logic function. Write down fast. Consider the following logic function. F of ABCD equal to f of a comma b comma c comma d equal to sigma m of, is write down sigma here. Min terms they are given 0 comma 4 comma 5 comma 10 comma 11 comma 13 comma 14 comma 15. Consider the following logic function. Take down the midterms 0, 4, 5, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. In that, take down first sub question. Take down first sub question. First sub question. Find two different minimum circuits. Find two minimum. Sorry. Find two different minimum circuit which implement F. Which implements F. Which implements F using 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 and or circuit using and or gates and or gates. Full stop. Identify two hazards in each circuit. Identify two hazards in each circuit. Take on second sub question. Take on second sub question. Find an and or circuit. Find an and or circuit for F. Find an and or circuit for F which has no hazards. Which has no hazards. Find an and or circuit for F which has no hazards. Next sub question, same as second one, instead of and or write or and circuit. Third sub question is same as second one, instead of and or take down or and circuit. Or and. Finished. Guys, copied. Or you want me to repeat? Okay. So like this, they will ask the question problem. Suppose if they are not asking theory about the hazards, they will give the question like this. Okay. Plot the K map. They are given the function, right? Plot the K map for this. So one I will give. One I will solve and give. Static 0 or static 1. Which one you want me to solve? Which one you want me to solve? One I will solve. One more you need to solve. So you only tell me which I want to solve. Static 0 or static 1? Static 0. Okay, fine. Okay. First sub question, it's common. Okay. Plot the K map. Plot the K map and find out POS expression. You asked me to do it for static 0, right? Find out the POS and give me the expression. Keep it in the mind. Static 1 means SOP. Static 0 means POS. Plot the K map and give me the POS expression. Have you got the same K map? Guys, is the same K map is correct? Is the K map correct? Okay. So we are doing for static 0. So we need to write the POS expression. So we need to group it for 0. We need to group it for 0. So here I will do one pair. So here I will make one quad. Here I will make one pair. Okay. So this is the minimum expression. Write down the SOP expression. What is F? What is F? Let me write it for the quad. Let me write it for the quad. B term will get cancelled. Left out with A. A is 0. So write as it is. Vertically D will get cancelled. Left out with C. C is 1. So it is A plus C bar. Then write for this pair. This pair means B will get cancelled. Left out with A. A is 1. So it is A bar plus CD. C means 0. D also 0. So write as it is. So next this pair. Here A will get cancelled. Left out with B. B is 0. Write as it is. Plus C is 0. Write as it is. D is 1. Write it as the inverse D bar. Is the POS expression is correct? Okay. So now once we got this, now we need to check. Now we got the minimum expression, correct, right? But in the first question, what they asked, find two different minimum circuits. So SOP you are going to do, POS I am doing now, correct, right? Which implements F using AND OR GET. Guys, one thing you remember, for POS, for POS, it's not possible to write the AND OR gate circuit. So AND OR gate circuit, you are going to write it for the SOP. For using this expression using AND OR gate, it's not possible for not possible for me to write, so I'm not going to write it but for SOP you need to write. So once you done this, next what we need to do, once we done the minimum expression, next we need to find, is there any occurrence of the static hazard? Yes, we are doing it for static 0, so we need to find it. Is the static 0 hazard exist? If it is exist, how many times it exists? Static 0 exists, how many times it exists? Twice. Very good. So in the two places it's occurred, so I'm marking it in the green color. So in these two places, in these two places and these two places, static 0 is occurred. Okay, write down, write down, write down. Static 0 hazard exists. Static, write down guys, write down first point. Twice it's occur, right? We need to write the combination where and all it's occurred. Static 0 hazard, static 0 hazard exists, exists for the combination, for the combination. See, these two combination. So what is this the combination? 1000. This one 1000 and 101001, 1001. So in these two, which bit is varied? Can anyone guess? In these two representation, which bit is varied? Just check which variable is varied. Which variable? A, B, C, D. Among these four, which variable is varied? D. Very good. Continue. Continue. Static 0 hazard exists for the combination 1000 and 1001 when input D changes. When input D changes. When input D changes. When input D changes. Full stop. Next, start second hazard am I writing? Write down second one. Static 0 hazard exists for the combination. Static 0 hazard. Static 0 hazard exists for the combination. Write down these two combination now. 0001. 001 for the combination 0001 and 0011. 0011. Here which variable is varied? Which variable is changes? Very good. Continue. When input C changes. When input C changes. When input C changes. The next. In the first sub question, half is finished. Half is left out for SOP. That who is going to do? You people are going to solve. So second one, second sub question B, I am not able to solve because that is for SOP. Now we are in POS. So third sub question we are going to solve. So what is there in the sub question? Find an OR AND circuit for F which has no hazard. Which has no hazard. Now can for this or they're not as no. Okay. Now what we need to do? We need to write the OR AND circuit for the F which is doesn't have any hazard. Once again rewrite the K-map. Guys, once again rewrite the K-map. For C sub question. Now I am answering for the sub question C. Rewrite the K-map once again because now we are going to Find out the one more f. Don't change there itself because this is 10 marks problem. 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Rewrite the K-map. 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1. Now you do another grouping which is going to remove the static hazard. So this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, we got 1 quad 3 pair. Everybody got same? Everyone got the same. Hey, one more thing. This also we need to group adjacent ones. Original we need to return as it is. See, 1 pair, 2 pair, 1 quad. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 groups you will get. 4 pairs, 1 quad. Can you write the F now? Can you write F now for this? Can anyone give F? Guys, don't forget to add this. First, retain the original as it is. 3 groups. Then, wherever static hazard is there just add the groups. That's it. So, 3 old 1 plus 2 hazards. So, 3 plus 2, 5 groups. Please, anyone give the terms? Expression give anyone. Guys, give me the expression. How long you want? So you will be getting 2 terms extra for those 2 pairs. ಇದು ಯಾರಿದು ಆರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರ ಲಾವಣ್ಯ 6 have you got? How did you get 6 groups? You got 5. Check once. See, A bar plus C common. B C D bar is common. A bar C D is common. Yes. Last 2 we'll see which answer given by Aditya. For this pair we will be getting A bar plus B, A bar plus B plus C. Yes, correct. For this new pair, we will be getting AB, AB, D bar. Yes, Aditya, it's correct. Now, when you check once, you check your answer. Okay. So, this is the expression we got after we removed hazard, static 0 hazard. For this expression, we are going to write the OR AND gate circuit. Can you write? Guys, can you write the OR AND circuit? What we are written in the K-map problems when you solved? I repeated the terms. Okay, 11, it's okay. No problem. Guys, can you write the OR AND gate circuit for the OR AND gate circuit for this? OR AND gate. Starting also we done it right. When we solved K map, same way you take the OR gates, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 OR gates. Then output of those 5 OR gates should be given to one AND gate. That's it. Anyone write and send the answer. I'll check once again. I'll check. No, this is correct. Number ending with 481. It's correct. No need to simplify it. No need to simplify. It's correct only. So that they will ask to simplify. That is limited gated fan in. So what we solved beginning of this module. Okay, there we need to simplify. They will specify 3 input NAND gate, 3 input OR gate. There you need to. But now you are not going to modify anything, because when you are going to remove the hazards, there only they have told the hardware will be more compared to the minimum expression. So here you are not going to simplify anything. Anybody else? Only one answer I got. What about others? Are you trying or just simply sitting? Guys, can you do it for that SOP, static one hazard? Will you do it for SOP? I have not done for SOP. People ask me to do it for static 0, so I have done it for static 0. So will you do it for static one? Yes? Oh, Aditya done that also. Okay, Aditya, you do and you send the answer, okay? I'll take that and it's time up. People will be scolding me. Okay, guys, answer what next 1 to 5. Aditya, you do one thing. After solving, no, you just take a pic and WhatsApp me. I'll check and I'll reply to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 is absent. Okay. 6 to 10. 8, 7. Okay, 11 to 15. 12 is absent. 12 is there. 16 to 20. 21 to 25. 26 to 30. 27 is not there. 30 is not there. 31 to 35.